beginning, focusing, and then you can look for them to be explosive in the air. Double block. Again, this is a traditional karate form that they're performing right now. Beautiful turns. Notice how perfect the stances are, how each one looks exactly like the other. Notice how the hands and the blocks are all at the same height and how they move together. And again, the stance is so important. It's so underestimated by people who do the sport. But each way that they move their foot, they have a horse stance, a front stance, cat stance, and then they have a back stance. And each time they step, they have to land in one of these four stances. Very explosive. Very, very, very good. Again, they're showing the difference between their speed and then their slow motion. And this is all controlled with breathing, and then it's followed by the exhaltation of the ki up or the ki out. And that's where you expel the air, tighten your abdominal muscles. And that's supposed to be meant for an accent or when you're really striking your opponent, turning them unconscious. Again, there was the ki up. Beautiful front stance. Now they're in the cat stance. Once again, the cat stance. Double arm blocks, double arm strikes. Notice the focus of the athletes. Now you can be sure they're going to move into a free form portion of this where they're going to demonstrate their modern ability to make it exciting. Also take it and show where the application of the techniques would work if it were a real fight. Traditional bow. Now here comes the creative part. Oh, beautiful throw, beautiful strike. Once again, notice how they're performing these techniques with full power, yet no one's getting injured. That's because at the last moment, they're pulling back the technique, demonstrating they could control it. If they had to, though, they could strike with full power and render their opponent unconscious. Beautiful blocks, beautiful striking motions. That should have been an elbow break if that were real life. Beautiful release. Again, nice block. Up and a sweep. Excellent technique. Nice transition. Now notice how they went from their individual techniques of self-defense into their coordinated efforts again. Now they're moving back into self-defense techniques. Oh, beautiful throw. Well, the Japanese are watching, and they should be watching, because this team surely has come prepared to win. They're demonstrating their ability to move together, and also at the same time, very explosive and very beautiful technique. Oh, nice block. Now, you can't see it really because it's happening so fast, but they actually block with the foot and then strike with that same foot. Oh, nice technique again. Nice technique. Now, it seems that the French actually have a better transition between the unconventional elements, or where they're doing some free-form technique, and then back into the coordinated efforts. That's not to say it's better than the Japanese, but it certainly is a different approach. There wasn't a sharp delineation. Oh, nice technique. Two throws side by side. Now, that one throw is not a traditional throw. That truly is a Hollywood sort of martial art thing. Again, they're going for the performance aspect of it, but then they followed it up with a traditional throw, or from a judo throw, into a final strike on the floor. Now, the principles behind this is that once you take your opponent and off-balance them, it's not enough to just off-balance them. You have to execute a technique that would render them unable to continue, or the concept of one shot, one kill. Now, that's interesting. It seemed like the French had a slightly shorter routine than the Japanese. The Japanese routine seemed to go back and forth a lot more. The French, it seemed, went for brevity. Now, that's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just a different approach. Now the two teams will stand on the mat to receive their scores. This has got to be a tense moment. I mean, all the preparation, all the time, all the practice. What we're seeing here is a result, and they'll have to wait for the next one. Now, both of these teams are traditionally strong. Remember, Japan is the birthplace of karate. But France, over the years, has developed tremendous athletes and a passion for the sport. Very nice, very nice.